Hey, welcome back to Vintage on Vintage. I'm Steve, and today I'm going to continue doing SGC submissions. I have quite a few cards, as you guys know, and I've kind of been in a mood to get them in. I think, I'm going to do a couple more here. This first one is about some of the cards I picked up in July. I was pretty excited with those pickups. So, as normal, I will go through the cards and I will make my guesses on what I think SGC will give us. You're more than welcome to do that. And then afterwards, we'll do a blind reveal and look at the grades. So you can either guess along with me or you can just skip to the grades. So let's flip this camera and see which cards I'm turning in today. Okay, so there's 10 cards to this submission. The first one I want to turn in is this Louis Tiant rookie card. And, I was excited when I picked this up. This one's really well centered. I mean, it's a little off left to right, but the corners are sharp. The back is really crisp. I would love to see this come back in a 6. I think the range is, 5, 6, 7, I think is the range on this thing. To get a Tiant in a 6 would be great. So that's what I'm hoping for on this card. Next card up is this beautiful card that I picked up from Sammy Thunder, this 64 Willie Stargell. This is another one that is just in really, really good shape. What a crisp picture. The back's pretty solid also. So just like the Tiant, I would like to see this one come in the 6 range. I think it's got a really legitimate shot at a 6. So that's what we're going to be targeting for Mr. Stargell. Also picked this one up from Sammy, and this is the 59 Killebrew. This one's in really good shape, clean back. Corners are a little soft. Centering's fantastic. I would love to see this come in a 5. I think the range is 4 to 5, but it's a good-looking card, and I'm excited to get it turned in. Next up is the Jim Palmer rookie card. And, I'm a big Jim Palmer fan. This card's in pretty good shape. Its centering's off left to right. That's pretty apparent here. The corners aren't too bad. The back centering is pretty bad, as you can see. So I think that's going to hold this thing back. I'm thinking maybe a 4 for Mr. Palmer. But I'm excited to get Jim turned in. And the next ones are the 58 All-Stars. So the first one I picked up was the Frank Robinson. You can see the centering left to right's a little off. But the coloring and the picture are fantastic. The back looks pretty good from a centering perspective. I think, these ones are tough. I think on all of these, we're looking at 3s to 5s, depending on where we're coming in. I would love to see Mr. Robinson come in the 4 range. I think this card could get there. Same with this Henry Aaron. When you look at the front of this thing, it's not too bad. Top to bottom's a little off. Left to right's not too bad. Back is, it's not centered pretty well. It's really off here. So that's what might hold this card back, is the back centering. But, I'm a big Henry Aaron fan. I would love to see, once again, I think this is anywhere from a 3 to a 4.5. I would love to see it come in the 4 range. So that's Mr. Aaron. Mr. Mays, this one's a lot better centered. Left to right is off, but the corners are pretty sharp. And the back is, I'm not sure if that's a little mark there or not. I don't believe so. And the back's pretty solid. So, same as the Aaron. I think this has got a shot at a 4, maybe a 5, and would love to see any of these come in at a 5. I'd be really ecstatic. I'd be happy with 3s and 4s. Anything comes 5, I'm totally stoked. This one, the Teddy Ball Game, same theory, right? It's not poorly centered, a little off, but these cards can be that way. And the back, but this is a pretty sweet card. There's no wrinkles that I can find on it or creases. So love to see Teddy Ball Game in the 4 to 5 range. And then the last two I'm turning in are the two Mickey Mantles, right? This one, you can see up here, it does have a little crease, and I believe it goes all the way through. So other than that, though, it's pretty well centered, and it presents really, really well. But, you know, with the crease, I think the highest you can get, they say you can get a 4, but I think everybody knows a 3 is probably the highest. So I'm looking for this to come in the 2 to 3 range, maybe a 2.5 for Mr. Mantle. And then here's the other one that I wanted to turn in. And this one, once again, it's got a little bit of scratch there. When I look through this thing, I think that's just common. I don't think it's paper loss, to be quite honest with you, but it could be. And that, if it is, that will hold it back. But if it's not, I think this one, you know, low end 2, maybe an outside shot at a 3.5, which I would love on a 58 Mantle, since I don't own any Mantles from the 50s. So those are the cards I'm going to send in. Next time we talk, we'll see what the grades are. So hang tight. We'll be right back. Okay, so the cards are back. I'm excited to look at these. I've taken them out of the box. I haven't looked yet. I'm excited to share them with you. So let's just jump right in. First card was that 1965 Louis Tiant rookie card. You know, I was hoping for a 6 on this card. I thought it was a pretty sharp card. So let's see what they gave it. 6.5. Okay, look at that. That's a beautiful card. Really, really excited with that one. That's a nice grade. Next up, one of the 2 cards I bought from Sammy Thunder. This is the 64 Willie Stargell. This, I think, is just a fantastic looking card. You know, my original thought was a 5 to a 6, but I'm leaning towards the 6. I was hoping for a 6 on this bad boy. So let's see what they gave him. They gave him a 5. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think that one's graded pretty hard because this, look at this card. This card is just beautiful. So, you know, I think they were pretty tough on this one. But at the end of the day, you know, it's still an absolutely gorgeous card. So I was pretty excited to, I'm excited to have that one. The next one I also bought from Sammy was this beautiful 1959 Harmon Killebrew. You know, we were hoping for... I'm thinking it's a 4 with an outside shot at a 5. It'd be nice to see a 5, but, you know, I think it's in the 4 to 5 range. Let's see what they gave Mr. Killebrew. And they gave him a 4. Yeah, that's a really well-centered card for this year. These are not easy to find this well-centered, so really happy with that one. Jim Palmer rookie card is next. You know, I think the front is pretty sharp. The back, as you can see, is way off center. I was guessing a 4. So let's see what they gave Mr. Palmer. And they gave him that 4. Okay. Yeah, that's where I thought this card would be. I mean, the centering is a bit off, but it's still it's a Jim Palmer rookie card. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, now we're moving into the 58 All-Stars. The first one up is the Frank Robinson. This one, you know, I thought it would get a 4. I thought it was a pretty nice card. It was a little off in the front, so let's see what they gave it. Okay, look at that. They got a 5. You know, I thought these cards were 3s to 4s. Any of them get me a 5, I'm going to be pretty excited. So that is that's a beautiful card and a great way to start. Henry Aaron is up next. So the back of the Aaron is not as well centered as the front, but the front's pretty sharp. Once again, you know, we were thinking 3 outside shot at a 4. Oh yeah, look at that. A 5 for Mr. Aaron. I'm loving that. You know, Aaron's my favorite player, and that's a really nice grade for this. So awesome. So far, so good on these All-Star cards. Next up was the Willie Mays. You know, I thought the Mays was actually better centered than the Aaron. Once again, we were thinking 4s to 5s, but if the other 2 are getting 5s, I thought this one was the better. So let's see what they gave it. They gave it a 4. Okay. I mean, it's still a really good grade. I actually thought this was This card was in better shape than the Aaron, but I'm not going to complain about a 58 Willie Mays and a 4. Next one up is the Teddy Ball Game, the Ted Williams. I thought of all the cards, this one was probably in the best shape. So, you know, once again, we were thinking 4s to 5s. Let's see what they gave Mr. Williams. Yeah, look at that. They gave him a 5. That is really cool. Yeah, I'm really stoked. So that's a great grade. Last 2 cards are the Mickey Mantles. One had a crease in it. The other one had either a scratch or potential paper loss. I was hoping for 2 to a 3 on one of them and potentially a 2 to a 4 on the other. This is the first card. I think this is the one with the crease, as you can see. So let's see what they gave this card. Okay, look at that, a 4. Yeah, that's the high end of what I was looking for Mr. Mantle. So I'm loving that. That's a beautiful, beautiful card and a great grade. Here's the other card. This is the one that, you know, I thought actually presented better. Might have a slight scratch or some potential paper loss. So once again, I was thinking a 3, maybe a 4 on this one. Let's see what they gave Mr. Mantle. And they gave him a 3. Okay, so I can't complain about that, right? Turned in 2 Mantles. One came back a 3, one came back a 4. Both of them are great looking cards. So there you have it. That is, I'm really excited about that. I thought most of these cards came in higher than I thought they would come in. I would love to hear what you think about it. As always, I always appreciate anybody taking the time to watch one of these videos. Until we talk again, stay safe, keep collecting. We'll talk soon.